Hello everyone. I hope you all are healthy and fine. But still, today I would like to start our class with a small prayer. I fervently pray to our God Almighty to guide and protect everyone in this devastating situation. When the entire world is in upheaval of this pandemic, God, hear our prayer. Today, I'm going to discuss with you the poetic devices or figure of speeches used in the poem A Boat Beneath a Sunny Sky. First, let us learn what is a figure of speech. A figure of speech is a word or a phrase using figurative language that has a totally a different meaning than its normal definition. In other words, figure of speeches rely on the implied meaning. Figure of speech makes up a huge portion of English language, especially the songs and the poetries, making it more creative, more expressive, and more interesting. Many have been around us for hundreds of years. Some even thousands and more are added to our language essentially every day. That means we use them in our day-to-day lives, but we are quite unaware of their being a figure of speech. In Hindi, we could say muhavre. We use them, but we are quite unaware of them. So today we are going to learn some of them which were used in the poem A Boat Beneath a Sunny Sky. The first one is metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech where the words are used in different manner other than their literal meaning. It is a figurative language to make comparison between unrelated things or ideas. For example, the peak of her career is a metaphor. We use it in common language, but it is a metaphor. Since a career is not a literal mountain with a peak, but the metaphor represents the idea of arriving at the highest point of one's career. So this is metaphor. Here in the poem, metaphor is in the last line where the poet asks a question. Life, what is it but a dream? Life is compared to a dream. Life is said to be a dream. Metaphor is an indirect comparison. Unlike simile, it does not use like or as type of words. It is comparison. Simile is also comparison, but simile is a direct comparison where we use the words such as like or as. But in metaphor, we do not use such type of words. So, metaphor is called an indirect comparison. The second one is alliteration. Alliteration means words having the same first consonant sound, which occur close together in a series. For example, but a better butter makes a batter better. The B sound is repeated here. It's a consonant sound which is repeated 5 times in the same line. It is called alliteration. An important point to remember here is that alliteration does not depends upon the letter. It depends upon the sound. So the phrase not naughty, KNOTTY, naughty, is alliterative. it comes in alliteration. We could say the figure of speech is alliteration. But cigarette and chase, though both of them starts with C, but the sound is different. So it is not alliteration. It is not alliterative at all. So please make sure alliteration applies only when the sound of the letters are common and not the first letter itself. Here in the poem, alliteration is marked with pink letters. In the first line, B of boat, B of beneath is alliteration. Sunny sky, SS. Fourth line, nestle near, NN. Sunny sky again, SS. Eager eye, EE. Dreaming days, DD. Drifting down, DD. Golden gleam, GG. These are all alliteration. Words that begin with the same consonant sound is alliteration. The third figure of speech which appears in the poem is personification. It occurs when a writer gives human traits to non-human or inanimate objects. For example, hadn't she felt it in every touch of the sunshine, as its golden fingertips pressed her lids open and wound their way through her hair. In the above lines, the speaker is personifying sunshine as it has fingertips that wound their way into her hair. This is a trait of using fingertips in hair is a human one. So it is personification. The sunshine is tended to be a human trait is given to it, and that act as a human, so it is personified. Here in the poem, the green color sentences are meant of personification. These sentences belong to personification. A boat lingering onward dreamily. A boat which is given a human feeling or given a human quality of lingering onward, and it dreams too. So a boat is given a human quality, a human trait. Memories die. Memories can never die. It's not an object or not a human being who can die. So here memories die. Autumn frost have slain July. Autumn, it's a season. It cannot be a murderer. It cannot slain anyone, kill anyone. But here it is used as personification. Tends to say that autumn is killing the summer, July month. So personification. And towards the end, again, summer dies. A season is dying here. So season is given a human trait of dying. The fourth figure of speech mentioned here is repetition. Repetition is when words or phrases are repeated in a literary work. Repetition is often used in a poetry or song to create a rhythm and bring attention to an idea. Example from the very famous poem of Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. This is repetition. Miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. This is repetition. We have different types of repetition too, but we are considering under a big heading as repetition. All the yellow lines are in repetition. Eager eye and willing ear. Eager eye and willing ear. Nestle near, nestle near. Repeated twice, so it is repetition. Dreaming as the, dreaming as the. It's repeated twice, so it's also repetition. The next figure of speech is symbolism. Symbolism is the use of symbols to signify ideas and qualities by giving them symbolic meaning, which is quite different from the literal sense. Symbolism can take different forms. It is an object representing another to give an entire different meaning that is much more deeper. Sometimes it is used for an action or an event or a word spoken by. Someone may have a symbolic value. For example, a smile is a symbol of friendship. Same way, red color may be a symbol of love and affection. Black may be a symbol of evil. So it stands for an object which symbolizes something different totally. Symbols do shift their meanings depending on the context they are used in. For example, a chain. A chain may stand for the union, togetherness, but at the same time, it could be used for imprisonment as well. So it depends upon the object in the poem, in the context, how it is used. It depends on who reads the work. In the poem, symbolism is used for a boat, which is used as a symbol of life. Autumn season, which is a symbol of adolescence. Summer season, which is a symbol of childhood. So in this poem, symbolism is used many times. A rhyme scheme. A rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem or song. It is usually referred to by using letters to indicate which lines rhyme. Lines designated with the same letter all rhyme with each other. For example, bid me to weep and I will weep, while I have eyes to see, and having none, yet I will keep a heart to weep for thee. So first line rhymes with the third line, weep and keep. Second line rhymes with the fourth line, see and thee. So the rhyming scheme will be A, B, A, B. In the similar manner, you can mark the other poems as well. In this poem, the bold black letters indicate the rhyming scheme. As I've already mentioned it earlier, that all the three sentences towards the end, they rhyme with each other, but not in the first verse, first stanza. As sky rhyme with July, but not dreamily. In the second stanza, near, year, all three rhyme with each other. So first will be AA, second will be B. Third is sky, die, July. They rhyme with each other. Phantom wise, sky's eyes. The three rhyme with each other. Year, and near. They rhyme with each other. Lie, by, die. They too rhyme. Stream, gleam, dream. They too rhyme with each other. Now, bye for now, kids. Read the poem thoroughly and hope these videos are helpful for you. Bye. Take care.